Hi, I'm MALIA.
I'm Alexa.
Hi, I'm MIYA.
And we're from
Roots. And today
we
we
have
have
a
a
special
special
guest.
How's it? My name's Hunter.
Okay, today we'll be doing 21 questions.
You want to start it off?
Yes.
Okay.
So, how old are you?
I am 23 years old.
When did you start jiu-jitsu?
I started jiu-jitsu when I was 19, which I believe was in 2021.
Have you done any other sports than jiu-jitsu?
In high school, I played a bunch of sports. I played football, wrestling, judo, basketball, and track, but no sports now.
Nice.
Would you say those sports kind of helped you with your jiu-jitsu or where you are now?
I think every sport has helped me become the person I am today. As for helping me in jiu-jitsu, I think there's takeaways for each one, but it's kind of different for every person.
What would you say some takeaways for you from those sports were?
So for track, I'd say conditioning. It definitely helped learning a good circuit for running for me personally. Basketball, kind of learning balance. Same thing for wrestling, I think, just balance and when to bring certain intensities, especially for competitions. Yeah, that's about it.
Do you know why you wanted to start wrestling in high school?
I kind of always thought it was cool. I didn't wrestle my freshman year because I was a little too scared to. I definitely regretted it because when I wrestled my sophomore year, it was the best decision I think I made, and I stuck with it ever since.
How is it competing?
I think competing is fun. It's good, especially if you're new. I think it'll be good to gauge if you want to just take jiu-jitsu as a form of learning self-defense, or if you want to compete to just get better, what you want to get out of the sport.
How do you shake off nerves and calm yourself down before a competition?
I've competed enough to learn that nerves are going to always be there, and nerves are a form of showing that you actually care. Even if you don't want to win, you should always want to win, but even if you don't care about the outcome, if you're just going out there to do your best, the nerves are always going to come. So for me, what I do is I kind of just accept the nerves and try to move on from them.
How old were you when you started wrestling?
I started wrestling when I was 14.
Nice.
Did you do club wrestling after the fact, or did you just stick to high school?
I only did high school wrestling, but when I was in MIYA, I used to help coach the intermediate kids.
What would you say is a positive and a negative thing about competing?
A negative thing would be going out there and only getting one match, because you pay to be there, and then it kind of sucks if you only have one match. Positive, I'd say, is you can really learn a lot about yourself.
What is something you learned about yourself competing?
That's a good question. I think I learned that I enjoy the thrill of competing. Yeah, that's what I want to put it.
Okay.
Guys, I just went blank. Oopsies. Anyways, what did you think about the seminar that we had a few weeks ago?
I really liked the seminar. That was the first seminar I've been to in all my years of jiu-jitsu. And it was kind of a lot to learn, but it was good because you could take away what you wanted to take away, and I learned some really good drills for guard retention and passing.
No, those drills were hard. I just didn't know what was going on.
No, I just didn't understand what
I
they were
didn't
saying.
understand. They were doing it, and I had to listen so carefully because I was like, what?
What is the hardest technique in jiu-jitsu that you had to learn?
I think the hardest technique I learned would be probably the De La Riva guard, because I never really understood how to where to put my feet or how to get somebody off balance. So kind of understanding the fundamentals and the concept of putting the guard together to get to a sweeper submission is kind of hard for me.
How has coaching, wrestling, for instance, helped you, as a person,
It's helped me with patience, definitely patience, because a lot of the freshmen, they come in and they're very crazy and rowdy. But also it's helped me see how I can help the next generation become what they can become and be their best selves.
What's like your favorite technique to teach?
In wrestling?
Either.
Either.
Jiu-jitsu or wrestling.
Choose one for each.
Okay. My favorite technique to teach in wrestling would probably be the leg ride to a spladle, but I make all of my kids wait till the end of the season to teach them that. And then for jiu-jitsu, I probably like teaching the buggy choke just because it's funny. It's not really a serious move, but a lot of people like to learn it.
Bro, getting spladle is so embarrassing. Luckily, I did not get it spladled during the season at all. If I did, I would have quit, guys. I would have cried. Anyways,
What is that?
bro, it's so embarrassing. Your legs are like out like that, and you're like, it's so embarrassing. I did it to like my brother on Fridays. I spladled him, but that's only because he let me. And then I just like keep him there.
Would you ever want to like teach a class in jiu-jitsu, like start your own class and teach?
This past Wednesday, Kobe and I actually ran the no-gi program. We're going to be filling in whenever Joey needs us to fill in on no-gi days. But yeah, I'd love to have my own class one day. I still have a lot to learn though, so I'm not sure if that happened anytime soon. But it'd be a great thing.
What is your favorite technique to teach in no-gi?
I like to teach the single X to either a sweep back take and then to a knee bar or a heel hook.
Wait, how long have you been doing no-gi for?
Altogether, I'd probably say a year.
Okay.
What do you like most about jiu-jitsu?
It's definitely helped me grow out of my shell, and the community of people that I've met has been really great.
What is your favorite submission to do in competition?
I think my favorite submission would be the heel hook, just because you can end the match really fast, and it's pretty simple to get into.
Oh, that sucks. I hate heel hooks. What is the hardest technique that you had to learn in jiu-jitsu? Gi and no-gi. Pick one for each.
For gi, the hardest maybe would be spider lasso, because I didn't really understand the lasso part, and it kind of ties into like I said earlier, the deli hiva, especially for no-gi, just trying to figure out where to put my feet and where my hands should be and counterbalancing.
I'm gonna ask this question because we also asked it to Jeremiah. Out of us three, who do you think it is like the hardest role, or like
Who gives you like the most rubs?
yeah?
I would say Alexa.
Period. That's sad that your knees are injured.
I know, you need to get better.
I'm on rest. Guys, prayers for Jeremiah right now.
Jeremiah's in the hospital.
He's in the hospital.
He's in the hospital.
Wait, guys, I
Send love, send love.
don't know if we're supposed to be
Yeah,
putting
he-
that out there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
It's on his
I'm
story
sorry.
though, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
it's on his
posted on
story, though.
Instagram,
Yeah.
so.
Stay hydrated.
He's not taking it seriously, I don't think, so
Yeah, no.
he better
I
be.
don't know. Guys should. He's in the hospital.
I'm gonna slap him.
Oh my gosh.
Who's your biggest inspiration? What keeps you like, or who or what keeps you going and wanting to go back?
I don't really watch any of the professional people. Like, I know about Gordon Ryan and Mikey Musumeci, but personally, I like to try to find somebody in my life that I find is a big inspiration, and right now that'd be Coach Joey. I like that he went out and competed at Submission Battleground, even though he hasn't competed in, I believe it was since he was a purple belt, and he pretty much just embodies what he tells each and every one of us to be, and I really respect that, and I want to be like that.
Yeah, he's really not
Great
like
answer.
two-faced. He's just like
Yeah.
what you see is what you get, you know?
Yeah, and he would be proud of you no matter what, as
Yeah.
long as you go out there and competing for a sport you love.
Yeah.
Period.
Even if you lose,
Good.
Love that you said that.
Love that you brought that up.
Now that they can't complain if we say that.
Yep. Okay. What was the easiest technique that you were able to learn in jiu-jitsu, wrestling, and nogi? Like one for each.
One for each?
Yes.
Oh. For jiu-jitsu, I think it'd be the triangle, just because ever since I started, everybody's like, oh, you have long legs, you should do triangle. And it kind of just came naturally, I guess. And then for wrestling, like I said, I love leg riding. Leg riding's always been the easiest thing for me, because it's kind of like if you're in mount in jiu-jitsu, you can kind of just hang out there. You don't have to force anything, so it's kind of just a chill position.
What do you like playing more, top or bottom?
My philosophy for coaching that I've learned is just you should always pick bottom, because you can get out. And it's the easiest thing. If you can get out, then you can win, no matter what.
Yeah. Personally, I like bottom.
How come?
I don't know. I just do.
How do you like prepare for competitions? Like, have you ever had to like lose a lot of weight or gain a lot of amount of weight?
I've never had to gain a lot of weight. If you ever want to, or something a black belt told me is, if you're trying to gain weight, just compete in the upper weight. Like the first Triple Crown of the year, I competed 10 pounds under. I think I was fighting 176 and I weighed in 160. And the most weight I've had to cut for a tournament was my first Naga. I think I cut 15 pounds.
Wow. And how long?
I think I did it in 3 weeks.
How did you do that? Like, what? Did you, like, strictly diet or something?
Not really diet. It was just water overload, and I was training pretty much every single day of the week.
Wearing hoodies underneath your gis.
Yep.
That type, yep.
Yeah. I hate sweating, though.
I hate it. It's so gross. How is it rolling with someone that's heavier and stronger than you?
Personally, I prefer to roll with people that are heavier and stronger than me. It helps me work on my game. I have to use strength, speed, and technique. If I kind of lack in one of those three, it's going to be kind of harder to successfully do what I'm trying to do. And I've kind of always just rode with somebody bigger than me, which is Kobe, because he's about 100 pounds heavier than me. So I've always had that. Yeah, I've had that issue.
He's like really buff. Anyways,
Wait, who?
Kobe, he's like really buff.
He is, like, really strong.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never rolled with him.
I haven't either.
Guys, I think that's like too much of a drastic weight difference. Not calling him fat, but like,
Oh my gosh.
I just said he's buff, bro. That's not
Yeah,
calling
yeah.
him fat.
What are some things you enjoy about this gym?
Like,
Some of my-
pick 3 things.
Pick 3 things. Number 1 would definitely be the community. Everybody here is so welcoming. It's never bad rolls with anybody here, and Professor Joey really stands by what he says. He welcomes with open arms. Like when I was in training last year, even when I got picked for Fight to Win, him and Professor Ange, no questions asked, cornered me, and that was a really nice gesture considering I was I wasn't in the best place mentally, so I wasn't training, and they just accepted cornering me. I always have good rounds here, whether it's with somebody smaller than me, better than me, higher belt, lower belt. It's always just fun. And just location, it's a great spot. It's not too far from where I live. It's not a bad drive at all.
Were you here when it like first opened?
This gym, I think I came maybe a month after it first opened. I mainly trained at Halava, and then a little bit at the Mango Tree.
Wait, no, yeah, I think I've seen you like in the Halava gym.
Yeah.
The old one.
Mm-hmm.
With like, Kavai.
Yep.
No gis. That's what I remember. Anyways.
Have you ever been in Kavai's comp class?
No, I started training after that class got stopped. So
Oh my gosh.
He low-key needs to bring that
We
class
died
back.
every time. I kind of miss it.
So,
Yeah. This is me? Oh, sorry. How long have you been competing?
I did my first competition 4 months into training, so that was since 2021.
that's very bold. It took me like a while for me to first compete in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, it took me 3 years.
Wasn't your first competition at this gym?
Yeah, I didn't compete at my old gym.
Really?
Nope.
I thought you did.
No.
No?
No,
Oh.
that coach was like,
Yeah, he was scary.
he wasn't scary. He just like
I
wouldn't like you if you didn't win.
I know.
That's why I never competed.
Yeah. I was scared too. Don't get me wrong.
Would you say like competing has like taught you stuff like in life in general?
Definitely, I would think it teaches you, well, for one, you're paying to be there, so get your money's worth out of whatever you do, right? But it kind of teaches you to dig deep, especially if you want to win. Like when everybody's there supporting you, you kind of get that extra kick of will that you want to win. It teaches you how to work hard for what you want. Small things like that.
Slay.
Is jiu-jitsu like, do you see it as like a fun type of thing, like kind of like a hobby, or more like something you would take seriously?
For me personally, I take it kind of seriously, but I think that's the beauty of jiu-jitsu is you can get whatever you want. If you want to be a hobbyist, if you want to just learn how to defend yourself, or if you want to take the competitive route, it's really for everybody.
How is it like rolling with the girls in the gym?
It's fun. I work on my guard and guard retention, and you guys work on submitting me and getting past. And I get bullied by you three all the time.
Guys, I feel like I low-key want to roll. I don't know why. I
I
have the
do want to
urge.
roll too.
No, but I'm good.
I haven't rolled in like a while.
It's okay. You'll get
Bro, your
better.
poor knees.
I know, my knee.
You'll get better. Send Alexa love.
Well, what's like one thing you would say to a white belt to like, I don't know, just encourage them to keep going?
I pretty much say this to everybody, even if they're not a white belt, is just have fun. Find something that you love and have fun. Even if it's not this, like this is always going to be there for you pretty much. Just have fun. The most important part of it is getting what you want out of it. Learn how to defend yourself, meet amazing people, just whatever you do.
I'll say this. Just keep showing up. Even if you're tired, even if you're having a bad day, just keep showing up. Have you made friendships from this gym? And if so,
Definitely.
who?
I think my most prominent friendship right now would be Professor Christian, Slick Jiu-Jitsu.
Professor.
From my first tournament under him in 2023, we didn't even meet each other before that, but he came out to Island West and coached me in an in-house tournament. And ever since then, I've kind of learned everything I could from him, and he's helped me be the best I can be right now. There's a couple other people like Dan and some white belts that I try to help.
Shouting him out and he's right there.
Yeah.
Guys, personally, I love rolling with Christian. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. Even though he flips me all the time, but it's okay. But he teaches us.
That's
like,
why
a
you play
lot.
bottom.
Hmm?
That's why you play bottom, so you don't get flipped.
I was on bottom.
I don't know what you were doing wrong then. Sorry. Anyways.
Is that a wrap?
I think that's a wrap.
That's a wrap, guys.
That's a wrap,
Thank you for
guys.
watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.